Another great question came in, and the question is as follows. It said, what lessons have you learned more than once? And that is, don't nobody owe you anything. There's a quote that I came up with, and I hope anybody watching will live by it. It is, you owe yourself everything. No one owes you nothing. And I've had to learn that. I had to learn that repeatedly over and over again in my development. And one thing, the reason why I will tell you that I learned that, even your spouse, they're married to you and they took vows to you, but they don't owe you faithfulness. They don't owe you loyalty. They don't owe you that. They gave you their word, they did, when they took their vows and things like that, but they don't owe it to you. Again, you owe yourself everything. No one owes you nothing. If you apply this principle every day in your life, no one can let you down. Because even if they do let you down, you realize that I let myself down by putting all the responsibility in your hands to let me down. That gives you accountability for it. So a lot of people walk around with these friendships and they're worried about these friendships that are failing. They worry about all of these relationships that's failing. Even in life, coming with a sense of obligation. A lot of people feel obligated. You got to do this for me. And they don't realize that nobody have to do anything for you. Especially the people that are born with silver spoons in their mouths. They don't understand that the silver spoon that you receive may be shiny, but in some tables that you go to, there will be no meal that's served. You got to bring something to the table, no matter how shiny your silver spoon is. That's why it goes back to the concept of those who give too much and they receive too much. You give without receiving, then that's a violation. Because when you give everything and receive nothing, you'll be left with nothing. But if you receive everything and give nothing, you come with a sense of obligation. And walking around the world feeling obligated will set you up for failure every single time. Your hopes will get up out of obligation. Nobody owes you. And that's the honest God truth. Once you become an adult, you're on your own. Nobody takes care of you. Nobody have to take care of you. Even when you become an adult, and those who still stay with their parents, your parents are not obligated to take care of you anymore. Even as in getting into an old age, your children they're not obligated to take care of you in your old age. There's no obligation. They don't owe you that. I don't care how much you've done for somebody. You could have done anything. You could have made somebody rich. You could have even saved somebody's life. At the grand scheme, godly things, nobody owes you anything. And as soon as you can grasp that concept, the better. And I had to learn that in my life. I'll even go into detail. I got married. My first time getting married, my first wife wasn't loyal. Even though she took vows, I still gave her the responsibility to be loyal to me. But at the end of the day, the fact that she wasn't loyal, she didn't owe loyalty to me, because I owe loyalty to myself enough to see the red flags before we got married. But I let myself down. She didn't let me down. I've learned it so many other times. I learned it with friends. I used to break my back for people who wouldn't push the wheelchair for me. I remember this one incident where I was giving a friend a ride from work every single day, and I asked him just for a ride to my car, which the apartment where we lived at. He had to rush to get his haircut. I was upset at first, but then I thought to myself, he don't owe me that. He don't owe me that. And that's why in the 48 laws of power, one of those powers says despise the free lunch. Because once you do something for somebody, Now the person, you want somebody to do something for you over and over, then you ask them to do something, you'll feel obligated. And when they turn you down, you'll feel like the nerve of this person. I know the next time, that's why if you're gonna do something for somebody, do it out of the kindness of your heart. Don't expect nothing in return, regardless of what you do for people, because they're not obligated. No one is. Continue to embrace greatness and walk in positivity. Let the light in you shine so bright it illuminate the path for others to see it themselves. Always go within so you don't go without. For those who need it, I hope you can read it.